so we are running bounties today for a random Wednesday live stream. We're going to start Central City Star Deluge Zone, and then we're just going to keep going down and down and down and down the list all the way till we hit Apokoliptic Gotham City. So let's go for it. Oh boy, he's actually near death here. I'll give it a few minutes. Make sure nobody misses out. Oh, looks like somebody else is gonna kill him anyway. Alright. Okie doke, let's do it then. Yeah, that's a swap life. but the damage is insane. That's the only thing that could really catch me out here is that that stomp. I had to kind of anticipate those lunges. I mean those beams. That should be, next thing should be the ground pound, I think. Yeah, there it is. That's deadly for someone like me, because battle tank, you're not. Funny thing is, like, I'm usually like so much stronger with like a regular battle tank thing, but since you're doing regular like tank stance, but since you're doing battle tank, you are sacrificing stats. Yeah. So you're not as strong. So I gotta actively try to dodge that. It's all about knowing what you can and cannot take. There's this charge. If you're in a channel, he can't really move you. Oh, there's a ground pound. I knew that was coming. He's bringing all his little buddies out. That's why I like the Omega. The Omega really like one-shots a lot of them. Makes them not really an issue. Because it's all of them combined with him that really becomes an issue. But see, like it takes them all out. For them, well, if they're all close. I'll just wait, yeah. Yeah, and they also have like a stun. There you go. quick little rifle lunge gives you that nice little catch them right before he does it. I used to be able to kind of take that because I was running a shield, but I'm not really running an actual shield with this build. I'm just running what's kind of coming with, I guess, that shield that I get from my feet and the blast and the shield adapter for my hands. Other than that, no shield because I'm running Omega for the ads. Yeah, it's much easier if they kind of clump together. I think I can outlast his slam. Yeah, there we go. That rage crash for you. Alright, there you go. We're done with this area. We'll move on to the next one. He's definitely one of the bosses that can get lucky and kill me if I'm not careful. It's like, yeah, I could have a more stable build, but then I lose out massively on damage. So it's high risk, high reward. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, and I do kind of get a little careless sometimes, like you saw with some of those ads on Starro. I didn't want to use a super right yet, but I could have just used a super and blown them all away. But I was getting pretty close to death because I was kind of just getting careless, trying to save that super. Alright, Atlantis it is. But yeah, if I throw a shield in there, it would make the build so much more like durable, but I'd lose out on that Omega damage. And Omega doesn't cancel Rage Crash, so otherwise I'd probably just take E-Chain out, to be honest. Well, maybe not, because E-Chain, I kind of use it in between the channels, and that does a lot of damage as well. But like, this whole build is kind of set up in a very special way, special play style. So I usually do the Brood Mother or whatever it is first, and then I'll do the other guy. And the reason why I try to always have the artifact on for when I pull the ads out is not only do they do a lot of damage, like the little initial little pling when they come out, but also it gives them a shield, which makes them far more durable, so they'll end up doing more damage in the long run because they're not going to die. Because if henchmen die, then what good are they to you, right? Then they're dead, and you can't, you know, you're not getting that damage. So it's in your best interest to have them live as long as possible, and that shield is going to help them stay up a little longer. Because there's quite a few bosses I fight here that just like annihilate them pretty freaking quick. That knife, that rifle lunge is like really quick. I love that. Like you can't go wrong with the rifle lunge, really. With like how quickly you can kind of spam it. It looks like it's like not even there, to be honest. Sometimes. Oh, wrong arm. Which? There we go. I'm pretty much just conserving supercharge at this point because she didn't have much health. No reason to pop another one and have them instantly die right after. You have to kind of gauge like, okay, it's not worth throwing any more supercharge into it if they're close enough. Alright. What I've noticed with this guy is as long as you stay up in his face, you won't get affected by his by the green balls that he puts out. See, look at that. Didn't even get affected by the green balls because you're like right there in his face. It's like a blind spot, I think. Something like that. So yeah. And just see his health melt. So the little green stuff around my hands, that's the John Stewart buff, which gives me, I think it was like 6% mine or something like that, 6 or 8, something like that. I don't know off the top of my head right now, but it's like it's basically got like a uptime about half the time. So it's not like a Starfire where it's like up all the time when you bring it. But yeah, if anybody needs the bounties, this is a great time for like alternate characters if they can't really like tank or they're not very stocky. This is kind of like a way for people to get in and get their, you know, kind of like their weeklies done. Because I think a lot of the time people have a hard problem doing the bounties if there's like not a tank there and you're like a healer role or like a DPS or troll. You know, you're kind of going to have like an issue sometimes. So it kind of helps if there's a tank there. And this is kind of just coming from experience, like on my other characters that just don't, you know, that just aren't tanks. But I kind of still kind of lean more towards tank characters just because of the freedom of being able to do stuff like this, especially with wolf packs actually being a thing now. So I wasn't close enough to him. I wasn't directly in front of him, I was on the side, so that makes sense. Alright, and we'll save the orbital for the next guy. I'm just gonna warp rally. Save myself some time. So I usually only do these two guys. I know there's another weekly out there, the one where you like collect the treasures and stuff, but that takes too long. And for me, that's not really worth like the eight marks, because you're kind of taking far more time versus what you do to just do like a bounty. So I usually just skip those. Oh, give me a second here. I got somebody asking me something. I'm gonna reply back. Chaos Gotham. I like Chaos Gotham. This is definitely one of my favorite maps just because of all the different variety of bosses in here. I think a lot of them have like interesting mechanics. So even if I'm like running locked and I just want to fight like bosses for fun, this is definitely one of the maps. I think it's between this one and Nth Metal Golem is what I really like. Almost everything that this guy does can be lunged like that. That can be blocked. But almost everything he does can be lunged. Every skull for the most part. Like this right here. There. And that'll, I think one of them, I think that one like allows him to heal. So you want to kind of make sure you lunge that. Like I honestly, I lunge that more than I actually do like that actual beam. Like that beam's supposed to do like a lot of damage to you, but when you're in tank roll, you don't really take much damage. So it's like, there's no point. Or, you know, at least with my build and all that, I'm not really taking that much, damage. So it's more or less trying to not have him heal like that. That's kind of a bigger thing for me. See, so I don't even... Got the stun, and he's blue, so I'm not worried about it. There. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Harrison? Just killing some DCUO bounties out here. If you got some characters that need, this is always a good time. See, Omega just deleted those ads. Omega's also awesome for like Earth. All sorts of different, sorts of tank powers for battle tank. Omega's awesome for, I think, for just about any of them. It's going to give you a lot of healing. If you're using the tornado artifact with it. Like, and the best thing about it is that Omega doesn't split, so it's hitting every single ad for the same amount of damage, so you're not getting less damage spread across different, like, more enemies. They're all getting hit for the same amount, so it's a massive amount of damage, massive influx. So let's say you're fighting the Ultraviolet, and you have all these Ultraviolet constructs and lanterns on you, and you're an Earth tank. Well, guess what? You just used Omega at its highest level, and it's hitting all the ads. So if you've got Tornado on, it's healing you for every single ad that you hit and killed that was around you. So it's going to heal you in proportion to all the enemies that you're fighting. So you won't be at a disadvantage. So every single ad will count towards healing you, every single one. So it's almost like all the ads around you are making you stronger because you're getting healing off of all of them from doing damage on all of them. So I think Tornado and Omega are freaking OP when it comes to battle tanks. These guys are pretty squishy, so I don't think I'm going to use really any sort of supercharge on them for the most part. I should be able to take them out fairly quickly. I'll be saving the supercharge for the purple guy. That'll come out, I guess, in another wave or two of these ads. Alright, I think it's after this wave. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but this guy puts a debuff on you. Not the Soul Stealer, it's the boss that's coming up. He puts a damage debuff on you if you get hit with that little slam that he does. Yeah, this guy. You gotta lunge that sword thing, like this right here. See, if you get hit by that, if you actually get hit by the actual thing, you'll see by like my character that there's like the little icon at the top there. The little, it looks like a star icon, but it's not. You'll see that it goes red. Like, look at this. Oh wait, I blocked it. Okay, maybe it doesn't apply if you're blocked then. I think it's only when you get knocked back then. Alright. Interesting. I did not think of that. Alright, let's try to do it unblocked so I can show it. See, you get stunned. Oh, because I'm running the Berserk, so it won't show the debuff. Okay. Well, anyway, it's a damage debuff. I'll try to see if I can hold back on the Berserk before that. Well, I guess he's not doing it. Alright, never mind then. But anyway, yeah. That sword slam he does. It's not, the sword slam is not really that deadly, but I'm getting kind of careless with this guy. Alright, he's down for the count. Off to the Shog Lord. I don't think, yeah, here he is. Because I was about to say, I didn't see any of the sigils up front. So we got ourselves a green. I used to like to fight the lightning one. I'd have a Zeus character or a Zeus style, and it was like Zeus fighting a Titan since he's so big. So you've got like a lightning Titan versus Zeus. But when you run out of these bounties, it's about like 300 source marks a week, basically. So if you find yourself like really needing source marks, like just make sure you run your bounties every week. Speed run this a little bit. Get the ball rolling on this guy. Alright. Something I know with these guys are that they do a grounding effect that can interrupt a lot of your attacks. So like I'm gonna get out of my movement mode so that they can't do that grounding effect. Because I noticed that was canceling out some of my channels, making them interruptible, and then that's a problem. One more super should do it. Or I think I'll just do my orbital. Save the super. And finished. There we go. Nice. And we're just gonna warp. Well, if I'm not in combat, there we go. Warp on over. And then I usually just take the boxes that I have left and I just throw them on my bank and I open them up later. And if you do your bounties every week and you stack up those boxes, you can open them up later for when you want, when you just want gear, so you can salvage it for what is it? For exobyte material for your origin augments. When they get like upgraded for the next chapter. So it's kind of like having XP packs, and they will definitely add up over time. So that's great for that character. So I usually just kind of throw them in the bank, but I'll do it at the end of the run. At the end of this run, I think, unless I really find myself like needing inventory space. Alright, so a lot of people say that this one is pretty hard with like the metal bat. He's actually not that bad. You just have to know how to fight the boss. You can't just go in the middle. You cause a lot of problems when you go into the middle for this fight. You don't need to do that at all. Very easy boss. You just keep him in a corner for the most part. Or lead him to the corner and fight him in the corner. That's literally the simplicity of this whole fight. So, hit him, he comes over. He does a lot of stuns. That wing thing is like a pushback. It's kind of annoying. And your ally, see Zod right there, he just got like skulled. You will almost never have an ally go off, which kind of sucks because they get affected by that combat. And I think it's every quarter of his health, he will go to the middle to spawn orbs. If orbs are killed, ads will come along. Ads aren't too bad, but the orbs themselves are just very deadly because they actively will just debuff you until you're dead. Now here's going to be a problem here. If he charges that player and they're outside of the area, then he's going to walk back to the middle and like basically he'll have to like, okay, so he's jumping in. All right. Yeah, the problem, see, since they went to the middle, now they're bringing spores around, and that's not good. See, now ads are gonna spawn in place of that. There you go. So they're just making the fight more complicated for no reason, and I think they died over there. Yeah, I think that's them over there. Or no, I think it was just one of their henchmen. Just stay in the you just stay in the see, that guy's got red on him, that arrow. Now he's gonna bring that orb over. Yeah, that's like bringing the plague. And More ads are up. Alright, this should finish some of them off. Give him a little bit more health and he will go back to the middle. Yep, there he goes. And that guy's got red orb on him, which means he'll probably die if I don't kill it. There we go. Alright. Ad should come out. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, so he died. That'll take some of their health off. Whoops. He's got a blue. Alright. And he's going to middle. Gonna bring some more orbs. That should finish them all off. Yep, alright. Oh, looks like War Machine is here. Ah, I did not see that orb that was coming over. Ah. Ah. Man. I'm wondering if I just should wait for them to kill it, because I might not get credit if I don't come over in time. Man, see, that's why I don't like those orbs, man. But it's so much easier if people stay in a corner. Otherwise, you get issues like this. Now I'm kind of just waiting for him to kill it so I get credit, because if I go away too quickly, then I lose credit. If I'm too far away when he dies, then I gotta start the whole thing all over again, and I don't want to do that. But yeah. So, best thing to do on that fight is stay in the corner, because you can wipe people, because then you're going to bring the orbs with you, and then they're going to debuff everybody that's near them. So I guess that's like great example of showing that. So like I was looking over his way, did not even see the orb come over. But yeah, they won't come over if you're not in the middle.
my bad iconic. I think I messed up the concentration here.
No, it wasn't you. The other person that was over there was bringing orbs over because they were running in the middle, and they were just, and then they came over to me, and wiped me with the orb. Yeah, so it's all good. Like, there was like a 50-50 chance something like that was gonna happen, to be honest.
You get him in the corner.
Yeah, it's all about. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But if you have people that are running with you, like players that are nearby that are running in the middle, well, no, it's not even that. They were running over to me after they went to the middle, so they've already got an arrow on them, and they've already got an orb that's following them from the middle. So I'm in the corner, but now an orb's following them to the corner. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a debuff. That's why. It's straight up debuff, defense debuff. So you gotta kill them quick, or you're done. Yeah. That's why that was such a catastrophe back in the day. Is because like people didn't realize the orbs were debuffing them straight up. So everybody was just dying left and right. Because for me, I remembered it being a nightmare of a bounty. And then I realized what it was. Yeah.
I remember I used to flight that in the old days.
Yeah.
So that thing used to be like buff you and knock you out of the back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this year.
Well, yeah, I think it's just understanding the mechanics is a big deal with that bounty. Yeah. So if you understand what's killing you, you know, then you know how to kind of prevent against it.
Wait, you live streaming?
Yeah.
Oh shit, let me come over, yo. I want to mess up your live stream, yo. Bye bye, sorry.
No, you're fine. I forgot I was in League Chat, to be honest. So that's on me. I have Cameo Canyon. He says, "Iconic, that's some mighty fine exploiting you're doing." Actually, artifact swapping is considered okay by the DC devs. They have confirmed multiple times that it wasn't something that they had thought of right off the bat, but they said that it's fine and it's not against their TOS. If they want to choose that in the future later on, they have more than enough agency to do so. But you'll have to take it up with the game devs. There you go, bud. That's kind of the verdict from them. I'm sure you could find their replies on that. A lot of people do it, but it's confirmed by them to be a-okay until they until they determine that they don't want it in the game. If they choose not to, they got all that sort of power, and I'll let them decide. To me as a player, I'm not worried about whether what their ambitions or why they put those together, why they allow it. You'll have to ask them. I'm just a player at the game. All right, So I'm gonna warp back to the House of Legends.
Can I cut it? Yeah, I cut it.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a comment on that. Okay. The reason why the devs leave it how it is because right now it's very beneficial for them to use
Yeah.
That's why they need to change it.
Yep.
And if they go and change it, we're gonna have to do it then unless they give us a fourth artifact or something. Because all buff trolls right now use the artifact swapping when they gotta swap claw, they gotta swap UG, they gotta swap amulet, and the buff in prec and might, they're gonna use in cog and the tetra.
Yeah. Yep.
So if they cut that out, buff troll in, I don't know how people gonna buff troll now unless they give us a fourth artifact. But when you got a buff troll now, you gotta be able to do power and you gotta be able to do buff. That's why people swap out the claw after they do the weapon buff and they use the soap book.
Yep.
Put it back to the supercharge because some of the DPS are using E-buff, especially gadgets prep DPS. You know, they need to have a lot of power in order to be able to do DPS efficiently. So
Yeah.
that's why
100%.
everybody using the swapping of, you know. A lot of people might not agree with that because, you know, but that's the thing that's going on right now. The devs are allowing it, so.
Yep. Well, they said that they are fine with it. They said they did not anticipate at the beginning, but they said they have no changes, no plans on changing it anytime soon, and that it is currently fine. And
they change it too.
yeah.
I'm gonna make a big comment here. They want to change it to 35 goals.
Yeah.
If they change it too, they're gonna lose a lot of players. A lot of players that actually pay to win.
Yeah.
Right, that actually stay on to the game to the end game players. Spend one in the game, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Because they're spending big bread. And if they can't use all the artifacts, you know, what's the sense? They're gonna lose a lot of players. And you saw the games right now, so they're doing their best right now to keep the team alive.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're just trying to like argue the ethics about it, and at that point I'm like, I'm not the devs. It's like that's more of a conversation you want to have with the devs. I'm just a player that's going off of their word and what they have said. Here's my stance on it. I used to be very anti-artifact swapping, but here's my point. And I still have some of the point today where you can swap if you want to, but when there are people that start kicking people out of groups for not swapping, that's where I draw the line. Play however you want to play, whether you want to swap or you don't want to swap. Nobody should be like demonized for not swapping. That's
Exactly.
yeah.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
statement.
You play your way. You should not have to feel like you have to. That's where I have the problem.
I'm gonna give you an example. When the EUG artifact before they nerfed it,
Yeah.
players did not want to run without EUG spam heroes.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember that?
Yeah.
And
I
some
remember
players
that.
hated being forced to do the EUG spam.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You know,
am
people who
against that.
Complain to
Yeah.
me about that, you know. They
Yeah.
being forced to do EUG spam all the
Yeah.
swapping artifacts.
Yeah, I only swap on builds that I'm kind of used to. Like regular tank, I'm not swapping. Like I'm a tank most of the, I'm focusing on what I'm running. But like battle tank here, I'm kind of used to the whole like spec. So for me, that's not really a problem. It's what I'm used to. So people trying to tell you like how to play your game, you just look at them and you're like, yo, I'm the, you're the Anyway, people are trying to run their builds. You're the person that's paying your way for your game experience. No one else is paying that for you, so they shouldn't be telling you what you should be running in terms of anything. I'll see you later, man. Yeah, swapping is optional. That's how I see it. Nobody should be forced into it, or forced and feel like they have to. That's where I think that's wrong. Alright. And we just wait around for the Nth Metal Golem. I might as well build up a little supercharge here. Hey, what's up, Kenny? How's it going, bud? Welcome to the stream. I'm waiting on the Nth Metal Golem to drop, and then we'll move on to the next area. It should only be like another minute and a half. Yeah, we just got 3 more nodes for the guy to set down, and then he'll be up. Nth Metal doesn't have that much health. That's what I've noticed. Compared to like the Aberration of Onimar Sin, he's got like almost no health in comparison. 2 more. Where is he? There he is. So after this guy, 1 more, and then we'll get that ready. Let me make sure all my stuff is up. Just kind of redo all my buffs. Alright. Yeah, I'm soloing bounties. If you need like any alts or anything to get some bounties, this is a good time. I do this generally every week. I don't stream it every week, to be honest. But I do it every week so that I can get source marks. You can get about 350 something source marks per week, just from running bounties. So it's a really, if you've got a few hours, at least 1 day a week, this is a good thing to like kind of get your source marks up, because you use them everywhere in the game. Yeah. If you're a tank and you got the the battle artifacts, I got Red Tornado, I got Omega, I'm running Scrapple Silk Cloak. Oh boy, everybody's already up. See, like, look at his health. It's already, like, breaking down a ton. Like, he just does not have that health. Yeah, the only thing that's annoying is kind of his pushbacks. Oh, I thought... See, he moves around a lot, though. That's another thing about this guy. You gotta catch him right when he tries to do that, Yeah, this guy dies very quick. He's got like no health in comparison. Yeah, look at that. He's already done. Sin had a little bit more bite to him, honestly. They got that mission program weird, to where it doesn't just automatically drop it to you once you talk to the quest giver. You have to actually go into your journal and accept to finish it. That's something I've noticed with that one. Alright, let's go back to House of Legends. Yeah, Kenny says, I haven't been playing, I've been working a lot since Christmas. Yeah, I haven't been really playing a lot either. It's just, you know, work and whatnot. And also just, you know, it's kind of like the same DLC that we have kind of right now. So nothing new to run. So, very little incentive to just keep running stuff over and over and over again. So I'll kind of hang out with friends, do a few styles, maybe run some content with them and then log off, but it's not a ton for the most part. Now this guy, Calculator, he's definitely something else in terms of difficulty. He's just got like too much going on, so I can almost promise you I'm probably gonna die a few times on this guy. Like, this is the guy I wouldn't swap too much on. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. So, like, even for the ads. Because this dome collectively just over time is a lot. Just the damage it does over time is kind of annoying. That little shield mod helps out a lot though. But yeah, that it's just a lot sometimes. Yeah, see, this little shield thingy went up. That'll help a little bit. But yeah, it's just a lot to contend with. That just the damage over time is a bit much. And then of course he always tries to steek that orbital on. Turn these guys, it's just some free damage, so it makes sense that I would try to get those up. Have him keep him busy for a little bit. This is the rough part. Make sure I have my right artifact on, so I can get that extra healing. I'm sure he's going to try to put that red stuff on me in a second. Of course, he tries to do the orbital rise right as I'm doing that. Yep, and there's the red stuff. Drink a soda. Shields up, nice. Okay. Oh, there it is. Ah. There it is. Yeah, it's just that dome energy, and then you've got the drones all going off at the same time, and they stun you. Yeah. Ah, here's everybody. But yeah. Yeah. Look at that. So much easier with the people here. Glad to see everyone here. But yeah. So it's a tricky bounty just because he's got so much going on at the same time. This guy's not that bad. This one coming up here, he just teleports you a lot if you're the only person there. But other than that, he's not that bad. Not a very hard-hitting boss. Well, that made it easy. Warp rally.
Great work. Thanks. The city deserves to know the truth.
All right. House of Legends. Pride. What I've noticed with Pride is that I don't even try to like mess with them when they're in their running phase. I'll just try to hit them from far away. But yeah, they could be troublesome if you keep getting hit by them. I'm trying to think what other boss, but there's like one other boss that could be tricky. But yeah, Calculator is definitely something else. He's not great. He's got too much going on, and with them stunning and you taking constant damage over time, that's where you run into real issues. I mean, like it comes all down to understanding the mechanics, and I probably could solo that more easily, but I would definitely reduce my damage out. It would be a massive damage reduction, and yeah, I could probably solo it much easier, but it would be a lot more support-based stuff, and it would probably be like a 30-minute 25-30 minute boss fight, or 20 minutes, more like 20 minutes I feel, but that's kind of what it would be, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose of getting all your bounties done within a reasonable time. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, so for sure, yeah. So it's all about trying to balance your damage out with your support. So that's kind of what you have to figure out as a battle tank. So it's all about trying to get the most damage out, but just enough support to where you don't keel over once something hits you. Oh, I gotta retreat. I forgot to get those missions. And if I need to get them after, I will. But I don't have those missions. I did not grab those. And I've done that before. Definitely kick myself for that. Make sure I get them. Oh, yeah, I must have already got that one. And since I'm in the mascara, I can use supercharge thing to bring my supercharge back. Alright, big boys, let's go. Okay, have fun, Kenny. I appreciate you for jumping in, man. Alright, so for this one, I actually got to switch my augments because this guy debuffs with those pulls. So here we go. Yeah, so this will help me with the pulls. I think we've got enough people here to do this. I hate to do it, but I think I'm gonna... No, it's not off cooldown. Alright. Well then it is what it is. We're gonna go for it then. With what I have. Oops. I mean, his health is going down pretty quick. I should have enough time. Yes, 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 I think. Yeah, I got enough time. Okie doke, look at that. Alright, so I'm gonna do Atlantean, but just gonna focus on getting those crystals. Because that's gonna go pretty quick. This guy, I think he dies pretty fast. So I think I'm actually gonna swap in Redirect Rage so I can just shield up and grab stuff. Might as well join the party. Oh. Oh, it might cut out at certain amount of people doing it. Look at maybe I still have them turned down. Effects, music, voice. No, I got them up. No, not those crystals. Oh, so we already got that done. Wow, okay. Alright. So yeah, so everybody was picking up crystals. So that made that go quick. He died quick. Alright. Nice. Going off to the next area, I guess, Legion. There we go. Let's see. Oh, so I already have that one. Alright, so I just need this one for the signs. Or that's the crystals, so that's the signs over here, I guess. I don't know where they are. Let's see. Maybe it'll show up on the map. No? Okay. Looks like we'll just go through all. Okay, so maybe they're at the dorms? No, not at the stadium. Kind of curious. Oh, Saturn Girl. Okay, so it is dorms. Alright. They need to do like a reskin of the old bots and make them as combat pets. That'd be pretty sweet. Like the old servos and all that. That'd be cool. So just 2 more crystals and then the signs. We should be good to go. So we got ourselves lightning lad. Alright, here he comes. He's heading along. I think I'll go in for release crystals, and then I guess I'll help kill him, take him down. But you gotta get his health down a little bit, I think, and then alright. It's go time. I gotta kill those lightning elementals. Because they will just keep healing him continuously. Kinda wish I had thrown Omega back on. But, I guess this will do. Alright, the cavalry has arrived. Oh, enhanced Omega. Nice. Easily one of the best emblems in the game. I'm a big dark side character, so anything Omega, I'm all for it. Alright. So let me try to find a spot that I usually go to. I think this is it. So I usually just I kind of farm these guys. I think it's over here's one. Alright. So it's that first one. Next one. Oh, okay. And then you drop down, I think, over here. Find this guy again. I think there's one down on the bottom over here. Here we go. This guy pops up again. And you go over the side, drop back down again. Pretty quick for the most part. So you go over those ads, drop back down, grab this guy. Go over the edge. Usually I would skip like counter ones like this, but this one actually doesn't take too long because it's only 19. And if you find a good farming spot like this, you can get it done pretty quick. So look at that. Just the last one on top, and then I think we can head out to the next area. Look at that. Beautiful. Flashpoint Gotham City. This is another favorite map of mine. I like this. Yeah. This got a boss out here that can kill you if you're not careful. It's a Merc. If he's one of the generals this time around. He could get you. And it's not even like if you know his mechanics, he can't really get you too bad. It's when the other boss starts to interfere with you and they start to stun you or something, and you can't get out of the way, and they ruin your chances of being able to like take them down because they're like interfering. But I kind of do something with them. I kind of like get behind them, and his charges will actually damage them, and he'll take about half of their health away at a time. Okay, so there's no generals here, so we're going to go for a Paradox guy until those other guys come up. This guy is the one you always want to go after because he's the one that drops that the Paradox orbital, which can go for some money in the broker. So you want to make sure you go for the flying guy with the big giant eye. See how it says like grounded? That is the same mechanic that's going to ruin my my channels if I don't turn off my movement mode. And he's got like a little chompy thing that he does. Oh wait, here, let me run away. Forgot to throw Omega in. Forgot to throw Omega in. That is not good. Much better. Much better. He does like a chompy thing, and it'll do more damage if you're if you're like not in a stance or something. Like that. But since he initially couldn't stun me with that, he's not going to do that bonus damage. It's kind of like that with, see, I'm in a channel, so he can't do that bonus, but yeah. If he catches you off guard, he will definitely like one-shot you with that, or two-shot you. It does like large amounts of damage over time. But he's the only one that gives you the orbital. So this is the big boy you want to fight. See, that same orbital, he gives that as a reward. Channels, if you're using the hand mod, will also give you more defense, which factors into his attack. I must have gotten hit by that orbital in some obscure way. Because the only time your health will drop is if he bites you or if you get hit by the orbital. I think I was maybe a little too close to it. Alright. He's down for the count. Did I get the orbital? No, I did not. Alright. Maybe next time. Alright. Let's see if the generals are up. And then we'll go for Doomsday. Oh, generals are up, and here's Merc. Alright, guys. Perfect opportunity to show you what you probably should do with this guy. Will I be flawless? Probably not. But that's a good little refresher. See, she does like a stun. She definitely drives me nuts, but she's not as bad as Terra in the fact that alright, look at this, look at this. See? Look at that. He did a double hit on her. Alright. Good, good, good. Oh, she pulled the same trick on me. Alright, Huntress, alright. There, she's gone. Look at that. Get half your credit right there. See, that stun he does? I wait for it. That skull, he stuns you and takes a lot of your health, but if you rage, you can use your rage crash. Let me get all my boys out. These guys will definitely slow him down. This guy's very important to try to get as many counters off on him as possible, so that you can kind of slow his roll. He does this charge about 4 times. And then he'll do a lunge at you, you block it. There. Because it usually does a lot of damage. There we go. Nice. But yeah, you can use him to take the other boss out at the beginning, and then you just finish him off. If you're not rage, when he does that skull attack, just have a soda ready and pop it. Pop it at just the right moment, you should be fine. But just, you know, rage is easier because, you know, you only have so many sodas, but rage, you keep using that ability every so often. Let's give him a wave. Waiting for our buddy Doomsday to come up. He shouldn't be that much longer. I'm sure they probably killed him like once or twice between all the stuff we were doing. So, it should have only been pretty recent that he went down, so he should be back up pretty soon. Because, I mean, if you got like either a really good build or you got a couple people here, he goes down pretty quick for the most part, even when he does get like a power up. But if you are like soloing him, there are 2 builds that are two power ups that he gets that can be problems, that you actually should probably take the turrets down. There are 2 that I don't. So the one that either is, it's the fire one and the electric. When he gets electric, he steals your power if you're too close to you. So you'll almost have no power at all if you're near him and he's got the electric power up. But if he's got the fire one, that means that his shield is doing insane damage to you over time. If you're running like a battle tank build, you're gonna feel that nip a lot more. So what I used to do is I'd still fight the fire one for the most part. It's just that I would put up like a shield, and then run like my berserk or whatever. But since I have this healing artifact and whatever, and everything else, it's like I still can technically fight the fire one if I'm kind of like feeling a little lazy and I just want to kind of get done and over with, and I'll take the extra like risk. Fine, I'll do that, you know. It's just that I come closer to death a little bit more than I would any other one. The poison one, not that big of a deal. You should be fine. The ice one just gives him extra defense, but if you're running a good build, your damage will take care of itself. Those orbital strikes are no joke. You don't want to get hit by them. Well, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna see if I can burn him through it. See how my health is like bouncing? But I'm gonna take my chances. Because I got my Eye of Gemini healing me. See, connection broken. That's when you know you've burnt him through his power up. So that's all I pretty much wait for. Ah, there it is. Orbital damage finally went off. But, yeah. Will I make it in time? Hopefully. Yeah, okay. I was like, what is the ice thing in the sky? It's somebody in their shield. But, yeah. So there you go. He's not too hard of a fight, to be honest. You lock in, you'll be fine. Alright. Next open world. I want to say it's death metal after this. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see. No, it's not death metal. It's Doomed Metropolis, I think. Doomed always comes before death metal. Yeah. There we go. I mean, I like this open world, to be honest. I mean, I know we got it like so many different times, but I do like the sunny version of DC. It's like, okay, you know, like the other versions are alright. The other one's like nighttime DC. And then there's like destroyed DC, you know, whatever. But this one's like the nice, like cheery, like during the day. I almost forgot to get my missions. So I usually start off with Giganta first to kind of get her out of the way. She's just like a damage sponge, to be honest. She's got a lot of health. And then I'll do Manta. I'll show you a few tricks that I do for Manta. Let me see if I got the mods for this. I usually don't bother, but I'm just gonna double check because, you know, whatever. It might be worth it. No, I don't. Okay. And I still have those other ones on. I should probably swap those off. Alright. This will still give me, like, better stats in general. You know what? Let's start off with Manta. Start off with Manta, because he's interesting. A lot of people don't know that there's a few tricks that you can do to him. So that's his eye beam. He should have his. So you see the mines there? I used to try to get at least one mine. You don't even have to do that. You just back up. Just back up. You'll be fine. Now block for this. Alright. Now if I got my Rage Crash going, if I really want to minimize the damage, I could just run my Rage Crash when he does that. But I wasn't thinking of that at the time. There it is. And then... see, the mines are right there. They're going to be a problem if they're too close. So there you go. You just outright circumvent that whole mechanic, and it doesn't even affect you. See, look this. He does that. Rage Crush mechanic running in the background. It didn't even matter. Alright, mines are up. So back up, let them do their thing, come back. Tier of Extinction, take the damage, gets brought back. I'm gonna do my supply, because I'm close to a super and I want to get that max damage with my ally. There we go. Nearly missed that. This should finish him. There you go. That's how you solo Manta. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That's how you literally get around all his mechanics. You either, well, I mean, the mechanic is to block it, but you can reduce your damage if you're raged to use rage crash. You know, severe punishment, and the bombs, you just move far enough away. You don't even have to move that far away from them, and you're good to go. Yeah, she's got a lot of health, so it's like she's definitely one of these bounties that like need Omega. You need to like maximize your damage at like your highest level, just because you're gonna be here for a while. Oh boy, we got the big boys. The bigger they are, the bigger the rats. She does a lot of like hand claps that you can lunge almost constantly if you catch them at the right time. Nothing she does has any sort of big damage aspect. She's literally just a damage sponge. Like I've like never died to her ever. There, look at that. Yeah, so that would have taken another 5 minutes if I didn't have Omega on. It makes that much of a difference when it comes to damage. She's just got a lot of health. She doesn't do much damage, but she'll keep you there for a while if you let her. The interesting one's going to be this one, because you always have to kind of slightly change your strategy depending on which version of the Ultraviolet's out. Okay, alright, this guy, seems like somebody was already trying to work on him. Well, I'll take it. I will take the help. Never against getting a little bit of help. He does, so basically, since if you're the only one here and you're soloing him like I am, he's going to constantly like throw you around for the most part. And it's not really deadly. I think the orbitals are more deadly. It's just annoying that you're being tossed around with all his, you know, his mechanic. So if you're a new tank and you're like looking for a good set of artifacts, and you're trying to like battle tank, this is definitely kind of the way to go. Watch this. Watch all them disappear. Doesn't matter how many they send, they're all gonna get utterly just destroyed with Omega. Oh, there's that stupid. Here it is. And then I just rage crash the last half of it, just in case he like throws me in an area like those fields. So he's not gonna catch me off guard. All right, it's time. Because I've had him like straight up throw me into an orbital one time. It was funny to say the least, because I'd never had it happen before. So that was interesting. But these ads, like, they only overwhelm you if you're not, like, having some sort of a consistent damage check on them. Okay, you want to throw an orbital? I'll throw an orbital of my own. Look at that. I still got my orbital off on him. See, so he's not throwing me towards this field, so that actually works. So he resets if he gets too far out, I guess. Oh, he's okay. I was gonna throw another berserk down, but he's dead. All right, there you go. That's all your bounties for doomed Metropolis. It's like if we're talking like the baby face or the snake or the other one, it's like most of the time it's just focus damage and moving around them, making sure you don't get hit by the orbital and that you don't get because there's been times where I've been cornered by the ads and I couldn't get out of an orbital just because of all their collision was around me. It was kind of like being like next to the broker and somebody was right there and you couldn't get like out. Very much kind of the same thing. So you're just forced to stand there and just take the orbital. So you're just trying to block it out. You can survive it if you block, but you've also just got all the damage from all of them going off on you, plus the orbital, plus the ultraviolet nightmare, which is going to definitely take its toll on you after a while. Alright. So I already grabbed the one for Bat God. Phantom Stranger, I got his? Alright. I think I already got the one. That mage. Or was it that? Okay, so I already got him. Okay. I forgot I grabbed these earlier. Who do we got over? Oh boy, this guy's fun. I like him. They put like a spore cloud on you, those spikes. I mean, it's not super bad damage, but if he does whittle you down, they will kind of like finish you off. So I'd rather not and say I did. But he's definitely one of the easier ones, to be honest, when it comes to fighting the Dark Knights. I think one of the harder ones that you just have to kind of get used to is Murder Machine. Just because he's got that cone attack, that 360 attack that he does, you can't block it. You can't you can't block it. You can only run around it. And if you like misstep and you don't make it in time, or you kind of like, I don't know, misjudge how far he's gonna go with it, then then you can have yourself a problem, and you'll probably end up dying. And then also, I guess, Red Death, you could have a problem if he hits you, like when he's non-targetable and he hits you a couple times, he hits you like incredibly hard when he does that. So you can catch strays from that. So there's that guy. We can do Bat Mage next. I'm kind of hoping that he's already like set up. Otherwise, it's like I gotta kill like 14 or 20 ads, something like that. Okay, so he's already up. Nice. So less work for me. He is a carbon copy, almost a carbon copy of the Shadow Golem that we fought earlier. So same exact mechanics, same vulnerabilities. So you're not really like, there's no like learning curve on him. He's got the same healing ability if you don't lunge it. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Alright. He's just kind of jumping right out of nowhere. I guess he was lunging at somebody outside of like my view or whatever. These pulls can sometimes hit hard. They do like a damage debuff. You see like that red like debuff symbol on whatever. That was basically me just doing a tad less damage, but Berserk doesn't run off of like that sort of a buff. It just duplicates your damage. Half of it duplicates half of your damage. Ah, that's annoying. I gotta be close to do damage to them with Berserk. So when they run off to somebody else, then I'm like losing damage because my Berserk's not actively doing damage. Alright, and just final boss is Barbatos. He could be a little tricky without a group. So I'm going to go ahead and get my weapon. Just get it ready for when the... So I'm gonna break this Superman out of the chains. This Nightmare Superman. Good. So I can actively burn him and Barbatos so that he probably won't be around, so he'll be burned early, basically. So when my Omega goes off, like all my Berserks and all that will like probably burn him off so that I won't have 3 bosses to contend with and Barbatos. I'll probably only have like the 2. Alright, so Batman's out. Need to go ahead and get a guitar for him. Here he is. Oh, well, the person I wanted to see anyway. Look at that. Oh, okay. Lost my guitar, so that means he's unchained. Good, good. Because I think Superman's at like half health at this point, if not lower. We got all the big rats. I love it. That's like the biggest reward of this, is just seeing the ridiculous nature of all the different rats. Because when you hit big, you hit big. Seeing red there for a little bit. That means Wonder Woman's probably out. Yeah, she is. Look at that. I'm not gonna bother taking her out. I just need to take the other 2 fellas out. Yep, there goes Superman. He's out. Let me just finish off Batman. Nope, Batman's out. There we go. Just made the fight so much easier. But yeah, as long as they're chained, they will not take damage. But when Barbatos has a chain on him, that means that his defense is being buffed. So everybody else means that they take damage, but then they get like automatically healed. He just gets a high he just gets a high buff with his defense. But if you do a lot of damage, it doesn't matter. It's all about just getting a lot of them off the board, so you're not being stressed out. Alright. House of Legends we come. Look at that, we got ourselves a Blue Lantern Flash here. Nice. Okay, Infernal Kahndaq. Let's check this out.
Some pallies and take down Pride, you know, before her stinking influence causes even more.
Alright. Let's get that ready for the pet. The deadliest thing about this guy is the Flame of Injustice. You gotta block that. And if you get like block broken, that's basically death. Like that. I did not see him rolling. I didn't know his timer went down that quick. But yeah, so that's what you gotta worry about. Because if you don't block that and catch it in time, that's a one-shot. Alright. Definitely one of the risks. High risk, high reward. I was right about to use an Omega, which probably would have taken a lot of the Injustice's health. I could tell I wasn't getting healed. Cause so my channel hate, this right here, already heals based on my damage, and so I get it. So it's basically like getting a double heal when I have the artifact on. So its healing potential is insane for Rage. See, so I gotta watch out for that guy. See, his timer went off fast. Look at this. He's gonna go over to me, block it off. See, that's already half of my health. See, I'm gonna try to just kill that flame to get it out of the way. Yep, see? So I killed him in time, so I don't have to worry about that. It's a pity I can't give that hero supercharge, because he could probably benefit from that too, to be honest. I'm just gonna finish this guy. Oh, okay. He already died. Alright. Guess that makes it easy. Gonna quickly kill these monstrosities. Here. I'm gonna actually grab this side. Try to get them all together all at once. Make the berserks worth more. See if they'll come over the side. If I jump up a little bit when they lunge, they may jump over the barrier. Oh well. I'll just waste this orbital. Try to get this guy done and over with. That worked pretty good. Alright, let me see if I can get all these guys together. There we go. Get the bird over here. No. Have them come down here. They're all flyers. Good, good, good. That'll make it easier. Trying to aggro them a little more. Alright, I think that finished that off. see. Yes. So just Pride and then next map. They're always going to try to do that staff stun. Omega's really good for this boss just because you can hit them from a distance and still do really good damage when they're charging. Rage Crash for the win. Yeah, I just hang back. It's not worth trying to go in there for like minimal damage. You'll hit her very far away with the Omega if you hit her at the beginning. No need to like try to put yourself in danger. Oh, she's still in the middle of her charge? No? Okay. Yep, she's back in it. Omega. I'm gonna take my chances. Get a little bit of that extra berserk damage on. Oh, paid off. Definitely paid off. Yeah, if she's got like this close to no health, if you like you're running your severe punishment and you quickly do berserk and you got Gemini near your feet, you should be able to survive a lot of that damage she throws at you if she's charging. Can't survive for long, but just enough to burn her out. Alright, next map. Next map should be, I want to say it's Cursed Gotham? No, I was wrong. Dakota City. I almost forgot about that. I don't know if I'll be able to do all this stuff out here. I don't know if there'll be enough people out here, to be honest. I could try to check the phases, but the last area, I mean 15, yeah, probably we can do it. But yeah, the last area with like all the five Fearsome Five, you know, all of them. That's a little bit of a stretch. Even I don't know if I could beat them, to be honest. If I played my cards right, probably, but at the same time, they've got a timer on them, and I think that's the thing I can't beat, is the timer. I can beat Chemo because he doesn't have a timer, but I can beat Jinx because she's only one boss, and she doesn't have a ton of health. I can beat her quite easily. But them, I don't think so. So it's like, it's them and like Hydra. That's like, sometimes I don't pick up the mission if I don't see that there's enough people in the open world. Because I know I probably won't be able to get that mission. Because it needs quite a few people to do it. But it looks like we should have enough people. So we'll go for it. That's kind of hit or miss from week to week. Alright. Hopefully Jinx comes around soon. Jinx is a character just in general, with like her mechanics. A lot of them are like, either like volcanoes that do a lot of damage, or they're stuns, or they'll be like ground tremors that'll like jostle you as a player. So it's like they basically try to CC you, kind of like juggle you. So I don't think she's too focused on like damage per se. It's more or less like control effects. I think the one that's meant to like actually kill players is like Mammoth. He's got that huge effective area, and it's like when he hits the ground, like it's the one shot if you don't block. So he's definitely meant to just like take people out, just straight up. She kind of walks around that bit. She's not quite that in general, you know. Okay, Jinx approaching Lincoln High School. Nice. Get my pets out. Get Fluid on, because I'm gonna just start dropping berserks on her head. See, she's just doing a lot of juggling effects. See, she doesn't have a lot of health. I mean, we got like 5-6 people here, but still, like, she doesn't have that much health, and it was just a lot of pushbacks. Like that was kind of annoying, because it's like, obviously with like Berserk, I gotta be up close to do damage. So we got that done. I'm gonna skip all the other bounties. I'm just gonna go straight to the area where Chemo is. So Big Bang Memorial Park. and then I'll wait around for the other guys. This guy's not too bad, per se, but he'll get lucky sometimes if you let him. He's got ads that'll block break you when you have to block, otherwise you get one shot. So I really try to get them out of the way as soon as possible. Like, I'm gonna finish them all right now. He usually doesn't turn the tank. Unless the tank is literally the only person there fighting. That's acid spit. You don't want to be anywhere near that. It's hard to recover from. It's not an outright one-shot, but it'll definitely mess you up over time. It's a lot to recover from. Yeah, so I try to block at the last minute when it comes to that. Just because the longer you're blocking, the more those ads are going to take advantage of that and try to block break you. So you don't want to give them an opening to make it easy for them to get it off on you. It'll reduce the chance, the risk of that happening. But you know, it's better to do that than to do nothing about it. And boom. There we go. And he's down for the count. There. Oh, he's a hero. He can't pick him up. Let me get him. There we go. Now I'm going to go wait. Meta Therapy Clinic. I don't know. That's like popping bubble wrap. You have to kill those little copters. See how far along, because I mean, to be honest, it might be a little bit. Now that I think about it. There it is. Might as well help out at the Burgerful. It should be over here. That's why I'm not really like a fan of like putting a mission on the last like bounty bosses. You know, because you can't kind of just like get in and out. But you know, you also got to look from the perspective of other players. If they, you know, they need a certain bounty, it's, you know, it kind of gets you to help them. So it makes sense. I don't like it, but I understand the reasoning behind it, so I can't fault it too much. I'm gonna take out Mammoth first thing. Mammoth out of the fight. Alright, he's done. Alright. Alright, and then after this bounty, then we should have the the last bounty. So this is Gizmo and Dr. Light. Gizmo doesn't really do a lot of damage. Dr. Light does, just because he has that light attack. You just gotta time it right. If you block very quickly at the beginning of the attack and then unblock, you should be fine. It's as long as you just block right as it starts, you should be fine for the most part. You just gotta time it right. Are in this phase. Yeah, it's the same 15, so they might. So they're probably off killing Chemo, whoever didn't get last time. That makes sense. I was like, where is everybody? But that makes a lot of sense. They're over there killing them right now. Oh, I need the rebuff. That's what I need to do. Kill a few ads to get my super up while I wait. This is a good ad to do that on, because you don't necessarily kill him, but it'll build up super in time. Okay, they're up. I'm gonna take out Dr. Light first. He's more of an issue than there it is. He won't even get a chance to use it. Oh, he did. Alright, never mind. Wow. He survived much longer than I thought. Yeah. He was clinging onto that little bit of health. That's what he was doing. Alright. I think I'm gonna need all the supercharge I can get for those guys. Fearsome Five, so. full super. Man, the regalia prices went down. Somebody's selling the Scorching for 8 mil. That's not too bad. I think Arctic is still the top one because I think it had a really low drop rate from the Resurgence capsule. I think that's still one of the top earning ones, I think. Okie doke, here they are. Ah, knew it. Freaking mammoth. And he, oh, Dr. Light did his blast as well. Well, that'll do it. All right. Alright. So I think we could finally look at all these boxes. So we could finally get out of this map. Move on. Let me just warp rally, not forget to pick up my missions. Or cash them in. Legends. Alright, Dakota City, Gotham City. This one's not too bad. Now, Gentleman Ghost is pretty tricky. He's got a lot of mechanics, so there's a chance things could go very bad with this guy. Like that. That is his reflex shield. If you bring out pets right as he's doing that, you're gonna have some real issues. I've had an ally, my own ally one-shot me because of that. That's another way that he can kill you, is all of his versions coming up. All his versions coming up and one-shotting you. If they all hit you all at the same time, you're dead. I think the only reason why I survived that in particular is because the other guy was here. to act as a damage sponge. The Chill of the Grave ability doesn't really do too much in my doesn't do too much damage in general. I don't know how I survived that. That's funny. Oh, and then that happens. Yeah, I was low health. But if I could see, yeah, he's definitely less than half. So they come out. They don't even come out at like his regular quarters. It's like they come out. It's like it's a little off. It's like 30%, and then other ones like 50, and then it's like odd, like 75. Like they don't come out at uniform times. Mortal Griefs doesn't really matter too much if you're by yourself. It's only when there are other players around you. Reflect. Ah, I didn't cancel in time. That's just me getting sloppy. Well, I avoided at least all the guys going off. Yeah. Yeah, this bounty is like you gotta lock in for this guy and really, cause he just got a lot going on. Yeah, those pistols used to be a lot more powerful, and then I think they nerfed them. Alright. The Gorgon's easy in comparison. Like, she's not that hard. You just got to, the things that really damage the most would have to be the arrow strike she does, the little arrow, like blue circles that she puts on the ground. And then the explosions that the rock creatures put down when they die. So those are the only things you really need to like worry about. She kind of gets annoying with like the pushbacks, but that's about it. The blue circles, I pretty much ignore those for the most part. It's the red circles you need to really worry about. Here's all I gotta say about it. You can only take one of the blue circles, and you can only take one of the red circles. That's kind of like the max I put myself at. If you go any more, that's pretty much death. It'll take about half your health. Alright, so that one's done. Alright, good to skip to the next one. I'm not going to do the one for Wonder Woman, like the tablets. That's like 50 something tablets, 60 something. I'm going to skip it. It takes a little too long. It's better to be like in a group. Gotham City, bottle DC, alright. So just bottle DC and then bottle DC and then our current DLC stuff, and then I think that pretty much takes care of the bounties. I'll go ahead. I'll do the. I'll do this guy first. I mean, this form is okay. It like does okay damage. But where you're really gonna see the most damage is gonna be the meta one. Yeah, the meta Brainiac Fortress one is no joke. You don't want those things that go off under your feet. They do quite a bit of damage. Usually you'll have some people that'll like remove them or something. But it's just us. Oh yeah, those little ads will walk up too, try to blow up next to you. Oh, here's the big boy. His damage is no joke. It's those little pinchers that goes off. Yeah, that attack right there. So what you're kind of hoping for is that you just burn him out. Just burn him out as quick as you can. Looks like we got somebody who joined us. Alright, this guy doesn't hit for anything. This is like the weakest form. So, we should be fine. Saving my supercharge for the other boss, and yeah, there you go. Look at that. Nice. Oh, it looks like they restarted this guy. All you gotta worry about is this guy's web shot. His web shot is that cone. It'll do like a lot of damage to you if you're up front. It does less damage if you're like far away, but like I'm doing berserk, so I'm gonna be up close for a lot of the fight. So I really have to like watch out for that. So he's down for the count. Just the tumblers. I don't know if they're up yet. I'll give them a couple minutes. If not, I might skip them. But I'll get my supercharge up in the meanwhile. So just currently waiting on the tumblers, gonna give them a few minutes, and then I'll move on to current DLC, because we just beat the other two bosses, or other two bounties, and that should be it. That should conclude the stream. So we just got Steppenwolf. I'll show you a trick that I do on the convoy, and then of course, then we have a big fire boy, Brimstone. Steppenwolf's a little tricky. He's someone you can really still die on quite a bit, just because he's got a lot going with his mechanics. Alright, so I'm full supercharge. The tumblers are not out. I'm gonna skip them. I will get them later. Let's move along. Alright. So, well, actually, I could just phase. There we go. Apokoliptic Gotham. Alright, so I'm going to want to take Steppenwolf first, get him out of the way. I'd rather get the more difficult bosses out of the way. He's got this like this hammer spin or axe spin, and then it turns into its own thing. That's like kind of annoying, to be honest. And then you go into this so you avoid the one shot. I would pick them up, but I don't have a shield. So I wouldn't be able to reliably get them.
You're getting on my nerves.
Alright. You can block that, survive that, but if you're a tank, it won't do much damage to you. Yeah, it's that stupid axe spin. Knocks you down, and it can also like interrupt you. He's down for the count. Good, good. Get him out of the way. It definitely helps have more people there. So, it was nice. Because that would have been, not gonna lie, that would have been a longer fight. Alright. Oh, this guy's got the grounding mechanics as well. So, it is best you are not in your movement mode. The only thing that he throws is the stones if they hit you multiple times. That's where you can have an issue with this guy. Like that doesn't even, that don't hit that hard. It's like, okay, it's like maybe a quarter of your health. What I think of what hits hard is those rocks, the stones that he tosses down. If you're in a channel, that quake won't do a thing, it won't move you, won't do anything like that. I kind of minimize a lot of the damage that the rocks do when I'm in a channel, but if you're not in a channel and they hit you multiple times, I've seen it one-shot people. It's gotten me a few times. Most of the time in a channel, so I won't take that damage. Oh, okay, he's dead. All right. Now for the fun part. The convoy. All right, so I need to go full tank. Not really because I need to, but just make it easier with the pools and all that. I don't really have a good pool on my battle tank. Alright. Here's this. Okay, good. Did not change it over in combat. See if I can find a phase that's already got them up and moving. Trying to cut down some of my time here. See if I can't find a phase where they're already spawning. Oh, here we go. Not the smoothest transition, but I'll... Come on, come over the edge. Over the edge. No, don't you block me. Get over the edge. There you go. Laters. I mean, I don't have to pull these guys, to be honest, because all I need is the 2 shield guys. Alright. And I'll go single target. All I can do is stall it as we burn it here. Bring out pets, Zerk, that. Yeah, this thing's got a lot of health. Supply. All right. There you go. And then I got and we got all of our weekly boxes here that we got from earlier. So there you go. I appreciate you all for joining me, and some of you hanging out to go ahead and kill some bounties, but there you go. You do that every week. Maybe actually do it with the group, it might be a little quicker. But you do that every week, and you'll get about like 350, 370 something source marks, which you can use at all different points in the game, and you'll get thousands and thousands over time. So there you go. I'll see you all later. The next one. Laters.